I used to ask myself a lot of questions. Scott, you're at ex-con. How are you an Avenger? That doesn't make sense. But everywhere I go, people tell me the same thing.
Thank you, Spider-Man!
People still need help, Dad.
That's why we made this.
It's like a satellite for deep space, but quantum.
Wait a minute. You're sending a signal down to the quantum realm. Turn it off. Now!
Paul, hello, sir. How are you today? Genuinely, how are you doing today?
Oh, hi, Andy. I'm okay. I'm a little tired. In all honesty, I'm feeling it a little bit. We were in Australia. We had the premiere last night. I feel like it's all kind of catching up with me, but I'm loading up on so much coffee that I'm also overly excited.
Good. Okay, so you're making it work. Listen, if it's healthy, who cares? It's
what we do. Yeah. We make it. We're all making it work. I know you are too. We all are, right?
Absolutely. I mean, we're playing fast and loose with the word like making it work with me, but like it's fine.
Yeah, you might want to put quotes around mine as well. All right.
True. All right. Well, Paul, I want to jump in here. I really, really enjoyed this movie. First and foremost, I have to ask, what's it like working with Paul Rudd? Because you're living a lot of people's dream here, dude. You're in a room full of Paul Rudds at one point in this film. So how was that for you?
That was the most complex thing I've ever had to do in my life, and anything I've ever filmed. It took so many weeks to shoot that sequence. And it's fascinating, honestly, like to talk to the special effects people and the things that they have to kind of take into account. And the things that I learned doing that sequence was really, really interesting. I'd had a little bit of experience playing opposite myself in that show, Living with Yourself. So I knew like to kind of play a clone or like have a conversation with myself. But this was that times 1,000, literally. So yeah, it was a bit arduous, but also kind of exciting because it was new. I'd never done anything quite like that.
Well, I'm curious, when you're in like a dog pile of yourself, was any of that practical? Like, did they literally just put you kind of in
Absolutely. There were, I was climbing on this kind of, it was almost like a 3-story jungle gym. And there were people in all blue suits, like a blue screen around us, and they were in blue suits. And these stunt guys, and they're lifting me up and I'm having to climb around them. And so I was working with a lot of people in that, and you kind of can't fake it. You really do need other people to do it. And
right.
And then there was another person, like another stunt guy who had an Ant-Man suit that if I needed to grab a hand and you'd see the glove. And so yeah, there were a lot of moving parts, literally moving. Yeah.
Literally. It seems more terrifying when I'm imagining it in blue suits. Like a pile of you, that's fine. A pile of just like faceless men in blue suits seems
But there were also, the other thing is that it isn't just I had to do one version of me and then it was all these other guys in blue suits. I had to shoot about 30 different versions of me talking to me. Like it was long. It took a long time to do. Yeah.
I believe it. Well, one of my other favorite parts of this movie is just the dynamic you have with Kathryn Newton. I love Scott and Cassie together. I love the father-daughter dynamic, which from what I'm told by like everyone, it was a very natural thing that just came about. So, but I would love to hear it from your perspective. How was it crafting that relationship with her? Because every time you called her Peanut, I just sort of wanted to like curl up and cry for a little bit because it was so emotional.
Well, that's kind of like, I think at the core of the Ant-Man movies, the relationships with, between parents and kids. And certainly with Scott, I think Scott is, all he really wants to do is spend time with his daughter. And I like that aspect too. It's nice because it's a very human element, and that's what you really want to play when you're doing this kind of stuff. You want to be able to tap into real human emotions. As far as doing it with Kathryn, it was great because she's such a great person and she's a really talented actress. And she has a quality to her that is she's she's the kind of person that just laughs a lot and it's so winning, it's so endearing, because she can be goofy and there's something, I think there's something about her that people are just drawn to, and I immediately like just getting to know her, felt this kind of, yeah, I feel like a paternal kind of, I want to take care of her as my daughter and make sure she's okay. And it was such a joy to film these scenes with her. She's just terrific.
I mean, it was a joy to watch them. Unfortunately, Paul, that was my time, but thank you so much for speaking with me today. I hope that you get just like a nap here very soon. Like one more cup of coffee.
I think
and then just go to bed.
I'll tell you something. Talking to you, I think I became a little bit more alert. I have to thank you.
Well, thank you. I'm going to leave on that note. Thank you so much, Paul. I appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Thanks.